We don't erase trauma. We reduce the impact it has on us. I love this diagram too because as you can see in the first picture, the trauma, look how large it is. Look how significant it is in that person's mind. But then in the second picture, look how small it is because it's not as big of a deal. It's not a huge impact on them anymore. And that's the important part. That is the most important part about when dealing with trauma and traumatic experiences is that, yes, no, they've happened, so we can't go back and change them. We can't erase it. It already happened. But what we can do is reduce the impact that it has on us. It doesn't have to keep affecting us the same way that it did when we first experienced it. It doesn't have to keep having this hold or control over our lives the way we thought it did. We have the ability and the power to rewrite our story the way we want it. You know, we don't have to tell our story from this trauma and be a victim of it. We can write a new story that makes us the champion, it makes us the victor, that makes us the winner that overcomes that. We can use our trauma to strengthen us, to strengthen our connections with other people. We can use our trauma to help inspire other people, to motivate other people. We have the ability to change the story and change the trajectory of our lives based on how we allow trauma to impact us. It's so powerful. So understand that if you've experienced something traumatic, that while it happened and while it was unpleasurable, it does not define who you are. It doesn't make you less than. It happened to you and you can learn and grow from it and let it empower you. You can find ways to where it's not going to have a huge impact on you anymore. You can actually flip it to work in your favor. For example, the verbal abuse that I've experienced, the emotional abuse that I experienced, it no longer has that impact on me. You know, I'm no longer triggered when I'm around certain people or when I hear certain phrases. Like me being picked on and teased and called all of these derogatory terms for most of my life, you know, I can use that and say, oh, I'm a victim and be triggered by it. And, you know, I can just go off on people and allow that trauma to impact me in all aspects of my life. Or I can grow from it, which I did, you know, and I have thick skin now. And, you know, people can't just use words or phrases to trigger me or upset me or make me feel away, because that traumatic experience no longer has that impact on me to where I'm affected by it in the same ways. It actually empowered me, you know, it empowered me to go within, it empowered me to love on myself more, and it empowered me to grow this thick skin. So now I've rewritten my story. I am no longer the victim of my circumstances, but I am an overcomer of my circumstances. See how that works?